Hello, everyone. Well, we are going to be completing our introduction, I'll put it that way, to the Fair Ladies today. So we're going to get all the way through all four Fair Ladies and the transition out of Fair Ladies. And so all Fair Ladies are fair game, as is anything that we've done so far in the third section. So what I'd like to do today is I'd actually like to practice everything we know of the third section so far. And while we'll take a little bit of time in cross hands to really prepare and to ground all of the essentials that we have been working on so far. So let's start. So we're going to do prepare in cross hands. I'd actually like to start with head up. So before we're in cross hands, if you can just remember that essential, your spirit is up, your head is up. It's as if you have a little vacuum above your head, not super strong, but just sort of gently pulling up, taking care of that head. And then your body gets to hang and be suspended. A very, very long neck. And your knees are not locked. And now we're going to sit in that chair. Let's sit. Actually, let's bring our arms up. You can feel that rounded back. Let's do that before we do that. Let's bring our arms up and just hug a tree for a minute. Feel that rounded, expanded feeling on your back, the recessed chest. We talked about that. And I want you to feel as if everything is connected. So now what have we got? Essential number one, that head up, the body suspended. Now we've got essential, number two, the second one we worked on. Now I want you to sit in that chair. Feel that chair, and just sit to whatever is your height that you do cross hands in. Just sit there and feel that lower spine extending. Feel that lower spine extending. And feel your spine dropping down. Now, where's your weight? You want your weight all on the bubbling well. Is your weight too far in your heels? If it is, it's not your spine you want to change. It is at your hip joint. You want to just tilt forward just a bit until you have your weight on all of your foot. Let's keep everything where it is and cross those arms for cross hands. How's your breathing? Nice, deep. Your abdomen going in and out. Are you relaxed? Are you extended? So many directions to be extended. And let's begin. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Diagonal, single whip. Parting the wild horse's mane, number one. Turning, shifting, closing, close step and open. Shift back a little and grab, shifting forward, step, close, open. And the third one. Transition to grasp the bird's tail, shifting back. Turn that foot and arm to the corner. Shift back, foot in, out, close, step, left ward off. Grasp the bird's tail, right ward off. How about pick an essential? How about that relaxing the waist? Press, push. Single whip. Fair lady works the shuttles. 1, turning all the way to the corner, arm swings, shifting back, release that hook, close, shuttle, step, and strike. Number 2, shift back, press down, pull, throw, shift back, rotate arms, step, cross, separate, shift weight, and strike. Number 3, shifting all the way back, push down, lift your foot, and step, turn, you're very open, close, open, step, and strike. Well, the final positions look great. I had my gaze where it was supposed to be, so I didn't see you do it. But how about we do all of that again, just to warm up? All right. Let's even take our essentials with us a little faster this time. Feel that suspension, that head lifted. Let's actually bring our arms up as we'd open, as for opening, but then let's just turn them. Feel that expansion. Let's go into the cross hands, crossing of our arms. Feel that expansion. You're still very lifted. Now we're going to sit in that chair at whatever height you do your Tai Chi. Knees gently bent. Check in with your breathing. Relax. Can you breathe like you do when you're asleep? If not, chances are your body position isn't quite right. How's that weight on the bottoms of your feet? The whole foot? Too much in the front or back? Remember, relax the waist, lengthen that lower spine, have it pointing down, and that little crease, that bend, so that you're tipped a little forward from your hip. Here we go. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Diagonal. Single whip. Parting the wild horse's mane. 1. 2. 3. 4. Transition to grasp the bird's tail. Left ward off. Right ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Fair lady works the shuttles, number 1. And 2. Three. All right. How are we doing? How are those shuttles, and how is third section feeling, and how did that feel in general? Comments?
The repetition really helped, just repeating it and make sure my hands are right, which was under, which is over.
Yeah. I'm hoping we can do a lot of that today. We of the 3 shuttles, which ones are, which is there one that's the easiest, one that's the hardest, and one that's in the middle, or are they all just a mystery?
Second one's always the hardest one.
I think the third one for me is the newest, so to me it feels less familiar, or less idea about where my body feels, and when it feels right, I'm not sure if it's right because I haven't practiced it enough. But it's a lot of movement within a more confined area, like there's not a turn, and so it's like it's trying to get the body turns in there correctly. It feels different because it's a limited wedge of space versus these like giant turns.
Yeah, it's very subtle, especially that one turn is kind of, it's kind of like, well, I'm gonna turn like this, and then I'm gonna turn back. It's kind of like this. So there's not very long when you're,
Yeah.
So and that's very true. Let me just say, I know I've said this before in passing, but you're at the point now where one way to practice is to always say that your arms really don't move unless you're either shifting your weight or you are you're turning your waist in some sense. That place down here and the center of you near that place, you know. So if you're rotating an arm, you need to think, is there a turn here? And usually there's a little, at least a little tiny turn, but we don't do things like this with the rest of our body ever in Tai Chi. We don't ever just like do that. Just isolate it. Whatever we do starts here. It starts at our very center. And so there's always something there. So I love the Fair Ladies because the Fair Ladies make that so clear. And then you get to number 3 and you're like, wait a minute. is there or isn't there that extra turn? Because you can't really see it, but you can kind of feel it. If you're doing that. So it's something that you can play with as time goes on. It takes a while to play with that. Let's actually go through, since it's the appropriate review for today. Let's actually go through and just really review number 3, and then you can also ask questions about number 3, and then we're going to go to number 4, which Michael is the same as number 2. So
Yes,
so there you go. And then we have maybe a transition if we get to it. So I think I'm going to suggest that we do it from here first. So as if it's normally done. It's normally done here to this corner. But if we move it over here to this corner, then for sure you can see me. You may not see all that we're doing, but since we talked about it last week, it may be helpful to try it this way first. So remember that you're, in a way, you're just bending your back leg and pushing down, but this time you're shifting your whole weight when you do. So it feels different. Don't forget, you're pushing down, but you're shifting your whole weight. Pick up that foot, and then you're going to put it down. So you could, whenever we pick up a foot and put it down, we could have put it anywhere. We put it wherever our relationship with our opponent needs to be. But for our demonstration, we're just gonna put it down near where it is, where it feels comfortable for us. It doesn't require where we can stay feeling like we could have control. We lift it up, we root down, then we're gonna shift, and here's a big moment. We're gonna turn all the way to the corner, and then just a little past that corner. And as we do, we're going to have our palms turning up. So there's a lot that happens here. Then we close. That's a very open, right? Open. We're going to close, which is our shuttle. As we close, they both come in towards the line, towards the corner. We shuttle. Our foot also comes in. So let's do that much again. So we are in a right bow stance to the corner. Shifting back, pick up that foot. Put it down, can be in the same place, that's fine. Put it down and point it to the wall. Shift and turn, and as you turn, you're rotating your arms and you go a little past the corner. Now, where are your hips? Only the corner. Don't overturn your butt. If you overturn your butt, look down, and your right knee may not be, that's weighted, may be torquing. So you don't want to do that. So let's do this again and check that. From here, shift back all the way, pick up the foot, put it down. Turn our hips to the corner. Our body turns a little further, and we rotate. We rotate our arms. Next, foot comes in, arms comes in to center, to neutral. That's a shuttle. They'll actually come in and kind of pass, making kind of like a circle oval as you step out and separate. Remember, our elbow is down of our right arm, and we're warding off here just a little bit above our shoulder, just a little bit above shoulder level with this ward off with our left hand. And we've rooted. Heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Or Lynn, do you have comments, questions?
Yeah, so again, before we do the final strike, when we're open,
Yes.
We have the feet in place for that bow step, but we are open to the 12 o'clock chest, and then we go to the corner again. Is that like the others?
Okay, so let me do it this way so you can also see better. Okay. So right now, my chest comes from the corner to the side of the room, right? I step, none of that moves. Then my hips go open to the corner here, but so I don't want to torque this right knee. My chest comes a little past corner. Okay? So you're feeling quite open. It's just a little past so that you can make sure you can also have this little circle, right? You're kind of going like this. You know, all of your shuttles are kind of like this. Some of them are big turns, but this one's just going to be a littler turn. A littler turn. Okay? But your whole body is turning around. Is that helpful? Let me show it again from here. Here, 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 and you come in.
Yeah, it's the part after that. It's after you've opened. It's that particular moment.
Okay. So
right before you do the strike.
Let's do it this way. Does this help?
Okay, so it is 12 o'clock then.
Sorry, I got the wrong one.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a wall, not a corner. Okay.
Yes, this is a wall, definitely.
Okay.
And then here.
Thank you.
So calling these just so we have it. So chest to corner, chest to wall, step. Chest a little, for me, chest a little past corner, chest to corner, chest to wall, and then back to corner.
Okay, thank you.
So for me, it goes past. I want to actually count those though. Maybe, I mean, Master Young doesn't talk about it coming that far. So here's one movement. Here's two. See, that's going a little past. Here's three. Here's four. And here's five. In terms of the chest movements, that's.
Yeah.
you've got to have something that goes back, you know, you
Right,
gotta go far enough that you can go back to.
right.
So you
right.
just go a little bit past, and I'm counting that as a turn.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So are we clear about everything else that's happening? If we are, let's practice that a good bit from several directions, I'm going to suggest. So maybe we could practice it, excuse me, around the clock. So we haven't done it from this way. So if you can turn away from me, and you're doing a right bow step to the corner with your right arm up. Okay, nice, nice, nice. And we're going to shift back, push down all the way back, pick up that foot, point it towards the wall, and turn. Chest a little past corner, hips to the corner. Everything shuttles back to neutral. And step. You've turned to the right and turn back to the corner. Let's do it from that one more time, the same way. So from that same corner starting place, our right foot's forward, our right hand's like in white crane, our left hand striking to the corner. And shift back, push down, pick up the foot, step, big turn, open, close, shuttle, open, step, and come through. I never turned my foot right. There you go. All right, let's do it from here. Number 3. Right bow step. Shift back, foot down to corner, turn, open, close, neutral, open, separate, strike. And then from here, let's do it from here. So you'll be turning away from me. I'll get a peek at you. And shift back, step, turn, open, close, neutral. Nice. Open, step, and strike. All right, so don't forget your palm up. This is the position you are before you're striking. So when you've separated, you're always in this kind of position. So it's this position, only it's like that, right? So whatever you're gonna do, you know, brush, knee, and push, there's the position. Now, take your take your forearm and turn it, right? This is your position. So it's right in there. It's right in there. Why is it in there? Because it's got to be in line with your back foot. Because we allow the rotation to occur, right? We allow a rotation to occur when we're transmitting energy, but we can't like have it out here or have it over here and have it go, you know, it has to be sort of in line. It has to, our back foot's going to generate the energy. It's going to come up and out. So be aware of that. Let's do that again. From here. And we're going to come press down. I mean, push down, step, open, turn, and you've rotated your arms. Nice, nice, bringing them together, and then shuttling, and then separate, open. I can't do it, and then Okay, now remember, it should be here until you start to shift your weight. So it looks, let me just do it from a, so you can see it. Let me have you look at me while I'm doing it, maybe. Here, 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 here. So you see, there it is. It's there, it gradually rotates as it comes out. Nice, nice. Okay, how are we feeling about that? Okay. All right. So number 4. There we are at the end of, let's see. So let's see, we went here, here. Right. So we were with our right arm again. So number 4, we're in this corner. Is that right?
Oh. Right.
Here we go. Here. Yes. Okay, we're here. We're in this corner. And we just do it again. We do number 4 again, except I think we may be using, no, this is right. Yeah, we're using the same arm. So we come down, we turn, we throw them, we rotate our arms as we come back, and we start to turn towards the corner as we hit neutral. Turn towards the corner and then close step after you've turned towards the corner and you're rooting. I haven't shifted my weight yet. My arms end up being crossed because I've just about finished my shuttle. Then heel, ball, toe, and I've got the weight on my back ball of my foot, and then bend, knee, turn. Hard to stop in the middle there, right? So yes, Berlin.
All right, when you're heel, ball, toeing and separating,
Yes.
is your chest towards the wall, or is it, and does it make its way to the corner until you like go?
Okay, let's call out the waist turns here. So we were here, right? No, we're here. All right, we're here. So chest starts here. So that doesn't count as a turn to the corner. When I come down like this, front leg Tai Chi straight, back leg bent. I weight on both feet, kind of 40-60, whatever. I have turned my chest to this wall. Then we turn further right to the back wall. Then as I come back, I'm rotating my arms, and honestly, I'm starting to turn my torso as this right foot frees up, and I'm turning. That's part of how I'm turning here. So by this point, I am pretty much at the corner, and I step back, and it's like a close step. I'm still at the corner with that closed step. Then heel, ball, toe. My chest is now, I mean, if I did it perfectly, my chest would be towards the wall. And then it goes finally, there's a final turn. So I'm going to do it from another direction here so that you can see the finals here. Let's do it this way. So we come, it seems too far over. So from here, throwing, corner, See, now my chest is towards the wall. It's towards you. And then it turns. That help? Okay. All these ways turns. All right. I think we should practice. How's number 1 feeling? Okay, for everybody? Okay. I will try to call as we do. And let's do something. Let's do it in the correct direction first. Okay, let's do everything in the correct direction. And then we'll change it so you can see from another direction if you're peeking. All right. So from single whip. Not sure where single whip usually is on here. Let's try it here. From single whip. Number 1, shifting to the corner, arm swing, shifting back, release the hook, arm rotate, step, everything to center. Separate, step, and strike. Sorry, it's hard to call it. Number 2, shift back, push down, throw to your wall. Nice. Rotate as you come back. And as you're stepping, you're definitely at the corner and your arms are crossed. And heel, ball, toe, ward off. Your chest is to the wall. And then strike. It's to the corner. Sort of strike, then knee. All right, number 3. So be away from me. Push down, lift the foot, step to the wall, and turn. Opening your hips to the corner, rotating your hands. Nice. Bring everything to neutral, to the center, shuttle it, and then turn to the right and ward off and get ready. Yeah, separate. And then turn back. Nice. It's hard. I have such a hard time watching you and calling it and doing it. That's good. All right. So from here, let's do number 4. Come down, push down, and turn, throw to the corner. Shift back, arms rotate, starting to turn to the corner, and shuttle, which is like a closed step. Arms are now pretty crossed. And then heel, ball, toe, your arms are separating, and then strike. How are you feeling about that? Let's do it all from starting in a different place. So I realize this could be a challenge. I'll try to call it. Let's, I think it's going to work like this. Let's do single whip this way. All right, what does this mean? That means number 1 will be to that corner, the corner sort of away from the screen. And then number 2 will go 3/4 of around, right? I think you'll figure it out from there. All right, so number 1, shifting back. And number 2, open your hook, shifting back. Step, rotate, close, step, separate, and strike. Nice. Number 2, shifting back, pushing down, and turn, throw to the wall, shift back, Arms rotate and you start to turn towards the corner as you're at neutral. Close step, you're kind of stepping behind. And heel, ball, toe. Strike, ward off, bend knee, and move your back foot. Number 3, shift back, shift all the way back, press down, push down. Lift up your foot, put it down, turn to the corner, rotate your arms, open, close to neutral, shuttle, and turn to the right and open, root, and all at once, strike. So you move and bend knee at the same time. You don't always do that in every shuttle. Number 4, shift back, push down. Turn to the right, throw to the wall. Rotate your arms as you come back. Start to turn to the wall as you, and then close step, shuttle step. Heel, ball, toe. Bend knee, strike. Real challenge to do it in different directions. What you will have is pictures of it, right? On the video. So how are we feeling, and what do we want to do more of?
I think for me, if I keep remembering to take my palm side down underneath my armpit, it kind of reminds me of where I need to be when I'm making my next move.
Yeah.
Because
well, good.
It's like parting horse's mane. You're still putting your hand back down here as you come across. And I used to just like go like here, but it actually needs to be back almost underneath the armpit. Is that correct?
Parting the wild horse's mane. Let me just, I don't want to tell you wrong. So, yeah, I can see my fingertips.
Yeah, on the other side, right?
Yeah, I see my fingertips. It's,
okay.
I don't know if I'd call it, well, maybe fingertips, armpit. Your palm is, it's not a shuttle, but your palm is in that one because you're very turned, and you're, and you know, you're in good body shape, but you're very, very turned. It is under there, right? In the shuttles, in the shuttles, we do go under the upper arm. Under the upper arm. So as long as you're under this, you're fine. Right? And then, and because you do it and it goes a little past there, I mean, everything's rounded edges, right? So then you're here. Then you're here. And then here. Yeah, so so you don't forget to bend. So let me point something out I haven't said much about. I want you to watch in all of these. Let's do the third one. The third one here, this left elbow is bent. It needs to stay bent. Do you see that? You see how it stays bent? And then they come like this. So it's rounded edges, but it's rounded edges with that bend. And when we start the whole one here, do you see how, wait, I'm having my own problem doing it in a different direction here. Here, this is here, right? This is here. And then here, do you see how I'm bending my left arm? So I have good body shape, but I'm bending my left arm. And on number, let me just make sure I'm on the correct one. Here, let's do this one. 2, I come down here. Now watch this arm, right? The big pulling arm. Think of it as your pulling arm. You were here. This is the arm that has the most pull, right? Pull, right?
Right.
My right arm has the most pull. Now it's not, they rotate, but then, and the arm's not bent much now, but now it starts to bend as I start to turn. Do you see that? You can't quite see it from there. See, it's bent. It's bent, and then that allows that to happen. So it's always this. It's always, you see how it's a rotation of your shoulder. But here's a trick. In martial arts, if you want to do something with your elbow, you do it, you initiate it in your shoulder. If you want to do something in your wrist, you have to, like if you want to, if you want to do some energy technique here, you need to be usually moving the joint above it. Okay, so in this particular case, I'm going to move my shoulder, and yes, I'm going to allow, I mean, I suppose I could not do it, but they're all connected, and I'm going to circle my shoulder as I turn my body. I'm going to let my shoulder circle. So I turn my body, it sends my shoulder circling, and it propagates right down to my arm.
I think what I was doing is when I bring my arms, I would come back and I would drop. Like
yeah, it's level.
It's more linear, right? Just okay.
It's level, right?
Uh-huh.
It's level.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
I was coming back like this, like this.
This is very common. It makes a lot of sense to a body.
Uh-huh.
It's just not the one we want.
Right. It feels nice and smooth,
Yeah, it's like, and it feels more like other stuff you've done before, because you've closed like this a lot of times. But this is a close. This is a close like this. I mean, you're still closing your upper body and opening your upper body, but it's different. It's very much, and you're still connected and all that, but yeah, it's a lot closer. Okay, I want to introduce, yes, Erlyn.
Okay, so I just want to clarify a comment you made just a few minutes ago about the final, like when you do the strike, and
yes.
that it's like you said, okay, this one happens all at once, but that doesn't happen in all shuttles. So I may be missing something.
Oh, so if you take them apart, this is important,
motion.
and we can do the transitions next week. Don't worry about it. So if you, all right. So in this one, let's see, they all are a little different. When you come down, this is number 3. Here, we're open, we're closed, we're open, and we bend the knee and we strike all at once.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
In number 2, in number 2 or number 4, I want to get it to, let's see, I want to actually be over here. Let's do it this way. Can I do it that way? Never mind. I'm going to do it this way. I just want you to see it from a reasonable direction. Hopefully you can see it. All right, here. Now, here. 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 Okay, so we're closed, and by this time, when we're fully to the corner, we're just coming out of this. We're about like this. Now watch. Heel, ball, toe, separate. We've already shifted some weight. Bend, knee, strike on 2 and 4. Okay?
So the
So
strike always happens on a bend knee and moving forward though, right? So that's the same, right?
so it's just that there's no okay, let's do it one more time. From here. From here. So from here, close step, heel, ball, toe, separate, bend, knee, strike. Okay, so heel, ball, toe went with the separate. See what happens here. Come down here, here, here. Root, separate. We're not heel, ball, toe yet. Heel, ball, toe, strike. Bend, knee, strike. Okay. So it is different in
It's
that
confusing
regard.
because root and heel are actually the same. So I was confused because your heel is already there. You're not really heel ball toe, you're just already there. It's just kind of like,
So root is enough that you can that you're grounded, but you're not much grounded,
yeah.
right? So when we say closed step, right, you're just rooting. You haven't shifted much weight. You could pull that foot back if you wanted, but you can immediately put weight on it. It's at that magic spot where you've got both.
Okay.
Okay, so don't worry, you're doing it instinctively.
Okay.
You know, if you've got a strike, you're going to have to, and there's, if you start analyzing all of your movements, you'll find that some of them are heel, ball, toe, strike.
Right.
And some of them, like brush knee, are, you know, like heel, ball, toe, strike, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. It would be really nice. So we'll do the transition next time. It would be really nice if we just do you want to do just the fair ladies, or do you want to do, tell you what, leave if you need to leave. Let's do everything we know to the end of the fair ladies. We started a little late today. Let's just do that. And from cross hands, we'll do it a little faster. And brace tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Diagonal, single whip. Parting the wild horse's mane, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Transition to grasp the bird's tail. Left ward off. Right ward off. roll back, press, push, single whip. I will slow down for the fair ladies. Fair lady number 1, shifting back,
That's what I made up.
body to the corner, shifting back, rotate, step, close, open, separate, and strike. I will slow down, I'm sorry. And shift back number 2, press down, turn, 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 throw, shift back, rotate your arms, turn, 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 close, step, heel, ball, toe, bend knee, whoops, heel, ball, toe, separate, and then bend knee, strike back. We just talked about it. And 3, shift back all the way, step to the wall, big open left, everything to neutral shuttle, step, root, separate, heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Number 4, shift back, push down, turn to the right, throw towards that wall, shift back, rotate, turn, step, close, open, heel, ball, toe, bend knee, strike. Well, everyone's in the correct corner. So, wow, that's exciting. All right, any last comments or questions? Thanks, a lot of work today. We will do the transition and find out what's next time. 同学们再见。